Welcome to this week's Retail Reality Check, brought to you by our friends at IHL Group. You know, we need to completely rethink what a physical store is for. Because right now, we are watching a revolution where stores are no longer just cost centers. They are becoming these incredibly powerful, data-driven revenue engines. And today, we're going to show you exactly how.
Oh, and hey, before we really get going, just a quick heads up. If you are tired of all the hype and you just want to see how AI is actually being used in retail today, you have got to check out the AI Pulse webinar replay. We're talking real deployments, real customer results, and practical tools you can use, absolutely no influencer fluff. It's a fantastic resource.
All right, let's get into it. For the longest time, the entire conversation around physical stores has been about one thing, cutting costs. But the smartest retailers, they are flipping that script entirely. And it all starts with understanding the real cost of just standing still. You know, that hidden drag from old, clunky systems is so much bigger than you can imagine.
I mean, just look at this. This quote perfectly captures that hidden cost. We all kind of think of cash as being cheap, right? No processing fees. But this research from IHL Group uncovered something that is just startling. Once you add up all the labor to count it, the cost to transport it, and, the inevitable shrinkage, suddenly cash is one of your most expensive transactions.
Yeah, just let that number sink in for a second. 15.5%. Now, think about that compared to the roughly 3% you'd pay for a credit card. The takeaway here is crystal clear. What feels free can actually be a massive drain on your bottom line. And this is exactly why modernizing your store isn't just some nice-to-have project, it's absolutely essential. So let's see how this actually builds in the real world. If you're serious about turning your store into a revenue engine, you have to empower the people who are on the front lines every day, your associates. And AI is proving to be the ultimate tool for supercharging them. We're going to start with a fantastic example from Tecovas. Okay, so for Tecovas, it's all about creating an unforgettable in-store experience. They even have a name for it, radical hospitality. This isn't just about selling boots, it's about creating a memory. I mean, some of their stores literally have open bars. So every single piece of technology they invest in is designed to support that one mission. And the results? Well, they really do speak for themselves. In a head-to-head test, the product categories that were managed by AI saw a staggering 9.6% revenue lift compared to the ones that weren't. This is a perfect example of that direct, bottom-line impact you get when you put the right technology into the right hand.
So how'd they do it? Well, it was really a three-part strategy. First, they used Invent.AI to make sure the right boot in the right size was always in stock. Second, they built their own in-house AI called Lookout to predict how something like a local concert might affect store traffic. And then, my personal favorite is the Boot Runner program. It lets an associate request a boot from the backroom without ever having to leave the customer's site. Think about that. No more broken conversations. The sales momentum just keeps going. That is the magic right there, using AI to create a stronger human connection.
Now let's switch gears and look at a totally different kind of challenge over at Lowe's. I mean, you don't just walk into Lowe's to buy a product, you go there with a problem. How do I fix this leaky faucet? Or what do I need to build a garden bed? This means every single associate really needs to be a project expert, which, let's be honest, is a massive ask. And their solution is just brilliant. They developed the Mylow Companion app, which is an AI tool for their employees that basically puts the entire company's expertise into every associate's pocket. It's not just a product lookup. It gives them step-by-step advice for complex projects, and it even tells them exactly where to find every single item in that massive store. And the results are, well, they're incredible. A 300 basis point improvement in their Net Promoter Score. For anyone not familiar, that's a 3-point jump in their overall customer satisfaction rating. A huge leap, and it's directly tied to this AI tool. Just think about it. They handle about 1 million of these questions a week, and this app is turning those questions from potential frustrations into successful sales. So, we've seen how AI can transform the sales floor. Now let's talk about how retailers are using it to bridge that gap between a customer's digital discovery and their in-store experience. And honestly, there's no better example of this right now than what Macy's is up to. So Macy's has launched Ask Macy's. It's a conversational AI chatbot on their website and their app. And this is not just another search bar. This is a real interactive shopping assistant, and it's powered by Google's Gemini, designed to make online shopping feel more like you're talking to a helpful stylist.
And you might want to sit down for this, because this is the one statistic that should make every single retailer pay attention. Shoppers who use the Ask Macy's bot spend nearly 400% more. That's 4.75 times more than shoppers who don't. I mean, that is just a staggering return on investment. It's incredible.
So what's the secret sauce here? Well, this slide lays it out perfectly. It replaces that endless, frustrating scrolling with a guided conversational journey. The AI acts like a personal stylist. It can complete the look for you by suggesting the perfect accessories, and it even has a virtual try-on feature. By getting rid of all that decision fatigue and just making discovery easy, it transforms aimless browsing into a curated, high-value shopping trip. Okay, so we've done the deep dives. Now it's time for the lightning round, to show you just how fast and how wide these changes are happening across the entire industry. Seriously, the pace of innovation is just mind-boggling. First up, over in Las Vegas, the Circa Resort is launching a fully autonomous 24/7 smart store. We're talking completely staff-free, totally frictionless shopping for everything from snacks to alcohol, all run by robotics and AI.
In the grocery world, Harps Food Stores is rolling out an AI shopping assistant to over 150 locations. It creates personalized meal plans and shopping lists, which proves that this kind of tech isn't just for the giant chains.
That demand for now is definitely hitting fashion. Huge names like Urban Outfitters and Steve Madden are partnering with DoorDash for same-day delivery. It's completely changing the game for instant gratification.
And don't think for a second this is just for high-end retailers. The discount grocer Aldi is going all in on tech. They're revamping their e-commerce with Instacart and are even piloting AI-powered smart shopping carts in their stores. Over in the UK, Scotmid Co-op is deploying hybrid checkouts across almost all of its stores. And this is such a smart move. It tackles two huge problems at once, reducing theft and speeding up the checkout line for everybody else.
And in London, Groupe Dynamite's new garage clothing flagship is basically a tech powerhouse. They're using mobile checkout and RFID, those little radio frequency tags, for real-time inventory tracking, creating a super efficient modern shopping experience.
And finally, even the return trip is getting a tech upgrade. Amazon is making returns ridiculously easy by adding over 1,500 FedEx locations to its no-box, no-label drop-off network. The key takeaway? Convenience is king, from the very start to the very end.
Which brings us to our final thought. As we've seen today, technology is no longer just about keeping the lights on. The store is being completely reborn as this dynamic, data-driven revenue engine. So you really have to ask yourself, is your current tech stack just a cost center that's holding you back, or is it a true competitive advantage that's driving you forward? For the full narrative, including dozens more news stories and over 40 case studies, head on over to www.ihlservices.com. Thanks so much for watching.
I'm terrified about the Abercrombie presentation because I don't have the right data to close the deal.
No problem. JustAskGreg.ai.
This business plan is a nightmare. I can't find reliable forecasts for the total available market.
That's easy. Just ask Greg AI.
This sounds nice, but where is the total available forecast?
I don't have it.
You don't know? Try Just Ask Greg AI.
Stop guessing. JustAskGreg.ai democratizes elite analyst services. We use real-time, proprietary data that doesn't hallucinate or just make stuff up. It's intelligence you can trust. Get the data. Close the deal. Visit JustAskGreg.ai today.
Don't forget to redeem your free month of JustAskGreg.ai. This gives you access to IHL's free and paid research. You can get account coaching, forecasts, and even key strategic details on retailers based on IHL's Sophia, Worldview, and proprietary research. JustAskGreg.ai, your home for hard data retail research.